Hi everyone, it's me, Sailor Venus, Sailor Hellas World, Mina Ino here, and today I'm going to talk about, you know, how the things that when you're an Irwin toy doll, which I am, the thing that ends up breaking, that would be the leg. For most dolls, that tends to be heads, but for Irwin toy dolls, and Nibi's and Bandai dolls, it's the head, it's the feet that go, the legs that go. Sometime last year, my leg broke off, and there's only this big long tape that's really holding my leg together with the other leg. Now, some of you folks would say, well, couldn't you afford a doll healing house? Well, first off, you have to look these businesses up. Then you have to, set a time where you set up. Then you have to ship your doll off. Then you have to yield for it, either before or after. And then you got to yield for them to get around to work on it. So, no, we can't afford that. So the next thing is just getting tape and putting the tape around one leg, the other one, to hold them instead. So that's what you have to do. And that's what happens when you're an Irwin toy doll. The legs are going to be the things that are going to give out long before even the arms do or the head does or whatever. And some folks out there might think to themselves, well, that shouldn't even be a thing. Well, it is. And this doll of me was made either in late 2000 or early 2001 when Irwin Toy was on its way out. So your guess is good of mine on that. But yes, that's what happened. And that's the only workaround if you can't afford a doll healing house or whatever you want to call it. You have to do things like that. Because that's the only way it works. And since since Amazon or Strong Woman came up with the new oversight that every toy or doll has to meet up-to-date well-being standards and a bunch of other things, that the only way you're going to get dolls like these now are through eBay or Etsy or other websites. So yes, that is how you go by doing it. You gotta get a good kind of tape, because not the kind of clear tape or sight tape isn't gonna work. Now lighting tape will work because it's black and strong, and the other kind of mask, so you're gonna want to get a strong kind of tape if it ever happens to your Irwin toy dolls. And now also Bandai, because Bandai kind of made the Sailor Moon dolls the same way, And since Irwin Toy was working with Bandai's molds in the early days, and even when they started working with their old molds, the legs were mostly always made the same way. So yes, there is tape that is holding my one leg together with the other leg. And that's what you're going to want to do, because over sticky ooze isn't going to work. You're going to have tape to work with the sticky ooze, and it has to be the right kind, and has to be the right kind of tape. Alright, that's all the time I have. Tell me what you think. Give this film a like. Share it. Playlist it. And before I go, I am telling the truth, folks. This is the only way that you can heal a Irwin toy doll once their leg has broken off, is by doing it with a good kind of tape.